Hey everyone, welcome to The Sinking City, a game that I have been trying on and off to play for a year. Let's see if it works this time. I mean, if you're seeing this, then it did, unless you're a patron, but you know. Anyway, dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours. A city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the people who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you there to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vanderberg. Ooh, my frame rate's a little bit fucky. We'll have to mess with that. Anyway, hi. I know the opening to this game pretty well. At this...
Hope I never have to use it.
At this point. Yep, that's what we read in the beginning. Say picture of that fucking weird thing.
Just a tourist advertisement.
Monolith National Park. Yeah, look at that. That is not a... That's not an actual creature that should be alive, so... We've got some ladies, some pin-ups around. Do we have anything else on this ship? Yeah. Okay, we should be all good. I think I might lower this a little bit to... This is just what it defaulted to. Let's keep the view distance up. AA will go down. Shadows can go down. Yeah, we'll leave all this except for foliage and view. Foliage can go down too. That's fine. All right. Hey, man. What's up?
Get out. Now get out.
Okay. Bye.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me your Highness. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
What's the deal with this city?
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
You could say that he's a king in yellow.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
All right. We have met our dear patron here. Man, I love this game. Like, just the look. Everything about the visuals. Like, oh, it wants me to... Wait, is there something else to look at on the boat? Huh. Oh. Trying to remember how to turn off the flashlight. Ah, there we go. Gromer, the noble troglodyte. The curse of the were-jaguar.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Huh. Okay. Well, I guess that's just the you found all the evidence in this place marker. Yeah, that would explain why it's green. Just the atmosphere of this game is still the best. I want to avoid going up there for now because I know what to do. And I would like to... So, I know the opening couple hours of this game pretty well at this point. So I'm going to kind of skip by them a little bit because there are videos already.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania? Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it? Something with this helmet gives me chill.
Okay, that didn't do anything. And we found Albert Throgmorton's will. I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There is unreadable. We should have never done that. Everything should remain in that cave. Professor Unreadable, I fear what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. Unreadable, the cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Unreadable. In the end, it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father Unreadable. He's here. Okay.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
That's okay. I don't need to. I will probably, between recordings, probably after this first session, I will probably go and unlock as many fast travel points as I can around the map. I won't do anything to progress anything, and I will record the entire thing in case something triggers, because I do have the DLC and stuff, so I don't know how that starts. But it should be fine. Anyway, let's go talk to Throgmorton.
About your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port. Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the Shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Bye.
Okay, so we have the will. This is the house we need to investigate. I just want to look around. Also, I need to increase my sensitivity. There is not a sensitivity increase. Oh, wait, no, there is. Nope, that feels no different. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. This is a game.
This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Matt McMuscles did a really good what happened for this game. Actually, it was what eventually it's
damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
It was what triggered me wanting to finally try this again, was watching his video and being reminded of how good this game was and how fucked Frogwares was by their fucking publisher. And it was on sale on Steam, and I know that Steam version is possibly the bad one, that the developer, although I don't know exactly what's going on with it. I don't know which version of the game is which at this point. I bought the game through their website.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. And
that version is bugged, so there's just something wrong with that version of the game, so I ended up buying it on Steam as well. So even if they didn't get the money, I only paid $8 for the game, or maybe 14 for the game with the DLC. But I gave Frogwares themselves 50, so I don't feel bad about buying the game as it is.
5 cards short of a full house. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
We'll talk to everybody in a second. I love all the art. There's so much good art. Like, I talked about it on stream. Well, the last time I tried playing this on stream, but
masterful work.
We'll take a look at it
like
outside, but there's so much good shit.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Can we turn this around? Anything on the back? Nope. Okay. Alright, I guess we should probably start talking to people. I love that we're just slowly losing sanity standing next to this dude's dead body.
The poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Or... oh. Okay.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Hey, bud.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay, my head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
All right, time to step through the portal and figure out this whole thing.
Take this, ape face.
Okay, so that's... Oh, it looks like Throgmorton's son isn't who killed him. So that's the Innsmouther, that's Throgmorton's son. That looks like Will, and that looks like Paul. So it looks like he may have actually killed his friend and didn't know. Fuck. That sucks.
What's happening?
That little detail changes a little bit for me in the way that I like think about this.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Okay. So obviously these first few are very easy. 1, 2, 3.
Take this. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
My head! I still hear those voices.
Yeah. He killed his friend. Because he was the one with the barrel. Fuck, that sucks, dude.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
That sucks that he accidentally murdered his friend. Well, he didn't know. But yeah. That sucks. Oh, wait, is it not going to show the... Oh, do I have to start it from in here and then I can actually do the tracking? Crap. Oh, no, I have to do the Mind Palace first, of course. Duh. Okay. That's all the clues we have from there. So yeah, he ran out here. And then here. I love the look of this. The, like, handprints everywhere and stuff.
So the fishermen pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Oh yeah, those fucking things. We'll take a look at those in a second.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Albert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Alright, so yeah, it's in there. We're gonna... There's over here. I want to see... Is the image up? Yeah, it is. There it is. The best fucking image in this game. That's all. I just wanted to show you the dude making out with a fish. Anyway, back to the actual video game. Can't remember if the enemy's in this one or if it's in a later part, but we're just gonna put a gun on just in case no matter what. Okay, I know where to go, I just want to explore a little bit, that's all.
There's something in the pocket. The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Okay, I don't want to worry. Oh, shit. Wait, is it? It's okay, it's that. I don't want to waste any more ammo. It closed the door on me. There we go. So yeah, they're fucking weird things. They're just like hands and arms coming out of a ball of flesh. Well, yeah, that'd be him. He got shot in the chest and then shot in the head. And then was put up on fucking meat hooks. So, you know, yeah.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
And then here's another dead one. So they're just like collections of limbs. It's so weird. Lewis pursued Albert. Okay. Okay. We now have all the information, and let's go talk to Throgmorton again. Alright. Yeah, okay. Let's go talk to Throgmorton, and then we'll go find Lewis. I know right where he is. And then we'll continue on. Hey. Creatures first.
Now, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures. And they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately, not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
seems like he was a fisherman by the name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag, Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
All right. Yeah, these things are also really fucked up. They're like weird water bugs wearing dead cats as clothing to like disguise themselves on land. It's super fucking weird. I love it. There's so much amazing set dressing in this. Like genuinely really amazing like world detail across this entire game.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
I do not have a spare bullet, my friend. I'm sorry.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
That's... okay.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars circled by the dead. A race from one to the next as time itself laughs.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
You are welcome. I can't wait to see what you do.
Interesting. All right, can we just go up here and just go talk to him without needing to talk to the bar owner?
The door won't
Okay, no,
budge.
we need the key for it.
What the? Get the... Oh.
Never actually looked at the pictures on these walls. They're all pinups as well. Well, like 1920s pinups. I love it. Yeah, show that ankle, girl. Nasty.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Drock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
All right. Let's go take care of Lewis. Just in case. I don't know how this is going to go down. I might choose something different.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Drock. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Okay, so wait, that right there just made me think that he absolutely knew what he was doing, because he immediately jumped to blaming Albert, even though he's the one who hunted Albert down and shot him in the head. Yeah, okay.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right. Those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, There's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
So I don't know how this works. If I want to take the bullets and still give them up to Throgmorton, and I'm wondering if this will work. So I'm going to choose this, and then I'm going to try to tell Throgmorton. If it doesn't work, I'm going to go back and just restart and just get back to this point and just choose the other one. So we'll see what happens.
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something to get started, and my lips are sealed.
I knew you'd understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed.
See, because the way that he talked about this, I don't for a second believe him. Like, not for a split second do I actually believe that he did not intentionally kill Albert. Mostly because of the immediate it was the ape's fault thing. Like, instantly jumping to, it was his fault. Oh, I don't remember anything, but it was definitely his fault. Like, you don't put somebody on meat hooks to hide a body after executing them that easily. Yeah, I'm still gonna say he was aware of his actions. Yeah, like, the way that he talks about wanting Throgmorton to suffer, like, everything about it is just like, nah, that's 100% he did that.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Okay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened? defied scientific explanation.
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and... Albert, when you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
All right. Let's head out. This opening bit always takes me roughly an hour. Like every single time I've done it. Anything back here? Any junk or anything? Anything interesting at all? Nope. Okay. Just like going off the path just to see if I can find something. Let's go see. I've never done this. I want to go check in on Lewis. Oh, I just noticed the green shininess on the things there.
The door won't budge.
Okay, I can't go back to talk to Lewis. I was gonna go see about, like, could I triple cross and then tell him to, like, run before they get here? But no. It doesn't seem to want to let me do that. I am purposefully not going forward. There is a reason for that. I want to check out stuff before we're done. Because this is definitely going, like, this episode's already an hour. I don't know. I don't want these to be super long episodes, but also this is not a short game by any means. And I'm going to want to explore a lot, especially once we're past the part that I know. So, you know, I wanna look around a bit and kind of figure out what I want to do exactly with this series. Because, yeah, it's definitely not going to be a short one. Yo. Whoa, no, not... Crap. I meant to take a picture of you, I'm sorry. I just wanted to see your face. It's a camera, honey. It's a camera. It's okay, it's just a camera. Anyway, let's continue on. Damn, Kirby, calm down.